Hi buddies, hope you're doing fine. In this series, we are going to see the summary of the poem, The Computer Swallowed Grandma. If you are ready, let's get started. First, let's see the introduction of the poem. The narrator of the poem is anonymous. That means we don't know about who wrote this poem. And in this poem, the writer who used humorous as well as light-hearted tone. This poem contains 5 stanzas and each stanza has 4 lines. In total, there are 20 lines there in this poem. The concept of this poem is the narrator of the poem is trying to find his lost grandmother with using the electronic stuffs. So this is the thing which has portrayed by the author. So let's move on to the summary of the poem. First answer, the computer swallowed grandma. Yes, honestly it's true. She pressed Control and Enter and disappear from view. The first line of the first answer is a title of this poem, and in this first answer itself, the narrator used to says that the computer which swallowed the grandma. When the grandma used to press the Control and Enter button of the computer, after that she has disappeared from the view of the narrator. Likewise, author used to portray these stuffs in the first stanza, and the next one, second stanza. I devour her completely. The thought just makes me squirm. She must have got a virus or been eaten by a worm. Even in the first stanza itself, the speaker of the poem who raises a concern of humor. That means how it is possible that the computer swallow grandma. So, through the first line itself, there is a humor, and it's not a logical one. It never happened in anybody's life. So even in the second stanza itself, the narrator used to portray that the computer who swallow her completely. After the disappearance of the grandmother, the narrator started to discomfort in his thoughts. So he started to think like she may be caught by a virus or eaten by a worm. Likewise, he started to think in his mind, so he is in a discomfortable state. Then move on to third stanza. I have searched through the recycle bin and files of every kind. I have even used the internet, but nothing did I find. Due to the discomfort state of the narrator, after that he started to try in searching for his grandmother in everywhere. The narrator started to search her in the recycle bin and all the files of the computer and also even in internet. But the narrator couldn't spot his grandmother in anywhere. So the narrator feel so discomfort. He's not able to find his grandmother in anywhere. Then move on to fourth stanza. In desperation, I asked Jeeves my searches to refine. The reply from him was negative. Not a thing was found online. Now the narrator was in a confused manner. After that, he started to ask in Jeeves. So Jeeves is a search engine. In that search engine, the narrator started to search his grandmother. But the reply from the search engine was in a negative manner. So finally the narrator not able to find his grandmother in online. Next move on to final stanza. So if inside your inbox my grandma you should see, please copy, scan and paste her in an email back to me. When we look at the final stanza of this poem, the narrator started to request the readers because the narrator not yet find his grandmother in the online. So now he started to request the readers to find out his grandmother. If anyone see his grandmother, the narrator requests the readers to copy and scan and paste the grandmother in the email and send it to the narrator's email. So after reading these 5 stanzas of this poem, we can clearly know the thing about this poem is try to convey the addiction of the computer as well as people are depending the computer in an every occasion. even in finding the human beings in the computer itself. Also, we can learn another important thing in this poem. So that is, this poem portrays about how the grandmother can be loving to her family members. So the very reason they also need to retrace her back in their home. Though this poem written in a humorous manner, but we can learn some stuffs like how the addiction of internet makes the people to think like this. So these are all the things which has come under this poem. So that's all about this poem. Hope this video will be useful one, and thank you so much for watching this video till end. If you're having any suggestion, let me know in the comment section. We'll see you in next video. Tada, bye bye.